People be out here catching gonorrhea, taking it back to their partners. Okay. Fuck that tea. Okay. Gonorrhea, honey. I ain't never had no gonorrhea. I ain't never had nothing. Talking about I had. What they say I had?
Hey y'all, it's Destiny. So Liv is done with her homeless scam, her homeless plan, whatever it was, to get some money out of her supporters. Now she's back in Texas in the same apartment that she acted like she didn't have anymore. So in this live I'm about to show you, I guess she was drinking and she was just talking. She ends up letting everybody know that she has a man. But then she also says that Kailani's father is going to Texas to be with her once again. This man has yet to see Kailani, but she keeps pretending that this man is going to see her soon. So let's go ahead and get into this live.
For himself, because to keep being so evil, and I know I've done it to him. I know telling his business was up and the fact that he was cheating on his wife, that's up. But like, I don't give. You played with my feelings, you played with everyone's feelings, and you continue to do so. You continue to play with people. And, you know, he'll have his day. He'll have his day. And that's all I gotta say. I'm not praying about it. I'm not wishing on it. I don't care. That's his life. But I know that he will never have access to me again. And that's on him. He don't care, good, don't care. You do care, deal with it. Deal with it by yourself. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. I just really pray that I'm never like in a situation where I'm alone with him again. Because honestly, I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Well, of course, she's also talking about Jerrod. I mean, that's a given, right? She will never stop talking about that man. She could probably get pregnant by 5 more guys and still focus on Jerrod. But of course, she's saying that she doesn't want to be alone with Jerrod anymore and she doesn't trust him. But Liv was the main one telling Jerrod that she needs to talk to him alone and wants to be with him alone with nobody else there. They should go have food together, you know, at a restaurant. Y'all remember that? But now that she supposedly got what she wanted, now she doesn't trust him and doesn't want to be there alone with him.
I feel like if people told him to unalive me, he probably would. He probably would. I bet they've talked about it before. Like, that's the craziness. That's the crazy we're talking here. Like, for real, this could turn like an episode of Dateline real quick. The only reason it's not is because he's a punk. And he really couldn't handle jail. He's not gonna go to prison behind that. He's too scared. Okay. We're gonna be okay though. I'm gonna be good. She said, come on, girl. What? Are you, Corey, are you a dude? Can we see that fit? You wanna see my fit? Sure. Can you Cashapp me? And I'll show you the fit.
So now she's on here telling people that Jerrod would unalive her. And I guess trying to mention that Nisha and him probably both talked about it. She's also saying that Jerrod would never do that because he couldn't handle jail. What's interesting to me is the fact that she can say those things to her supporters and her supporters just believe her. Now they're probably over there believing that Jerrod wants to end her life.
I trust no man as far as I can see them in my grandma's voice. Yeah, that's true. Trust no man. That is true. But I don't know. It's not like I completely don't trust men. I don't trust that man. But I don't know. I don't want to give up all trust. I feel like, I don't know. You guys have to just take it like case by case, you know? You gotta see a person for who they are. If they are, when you first meet them, if they're a liar and a cheater and a manipulator, that's just who they are.
Funniest part about this is Liv is actually talking about herself. She's a liar, she's a manipulator, she lies about everything, she manipulates her audience into believing whatever she says. And then even when she does lie to them, and she comes out and said that she was lying, she says, well, I just didn't want to tell my business. And for some reason, they agree with that and they're fine with that. And we all know that Liv is a cheater. This woman got pregnant by other men while in a relationship with Jerrod. She did a whole live stream talking about all the men she cheated on Jerrod with.
Now, okay, let me give you guys a story time. I was talking to my homegirl, right? And
we all know Liv does not have homegirls. If she actually had women in her life that she could talk to, she wouldn't have to get on this internet spreading all of her business. And maybe she wouldn't act the way she does. If she had real friends, maybe she wouldn't have had to pretend to be homeless in Florida. The only friends we've ever seen her have are the ones on this platform that decided not to be her friend anymore because they saw who she really was.
She was married and her husband cheated on her. And I was just talking to her about this, and I was like, oh, he cheated on you. She's like, yeah, and I could never look at him the same. Like, she was done with him. But I was like, how did you find out that he cheated on you? And she's like, he told me. He came out and he told me, he couldn't live with it, and he told me. I was like, he told you? Like, he just came to you and told you? I was like, thinking to myself, I'm like, well, I mean, why wouldn't you make it work? I mean, I get it. Cheating is unforgivable, but I feel like people make mistakes. No, we're not talking about none of my baby daddies. No, I'm talking about a story time of another person's situation. But here's the thing. I think people, men and women, they make mistakes, especially if you're in a marriage and it's been a while, especially men, because men are dumb. Let's be real. They're kind of, So it's like, I understand that men make mistakes.
In my opinion, cheating is not a mistake. It's definitely a choice. But I find it very interesting how Liv is saying, well, he told you though. Now it's a mistake because your friend was going through it. But when it was Jerrod and her, that's all she could focus on.
But the thing about it, there's a person that makes mistakes and there's a person that lies. And the liar is a much more dangerous thing than a person who makes mistakes and actually has remorse and feels guilty about it and comes and tells you. I could forgive a person who up and comes and tells me and we could talk about it and we can work through it, But a mother lies and lies and lies. Oh my gosh. Never again. And that's what I told my man.
Y'all see how the homegirl turned into, I told my man. Liv does not have friends who are women. I don't think she has friends at all. Even with men, she can't just be a friend to a man. They end up sleeping together.
I told him, baby, listen, I'm grown. You're grown. We're grown. And at this point in my life, I want respect. So baby, I already know how men are. I'm not stupid. I've been through enough men. I've dealt with enough men. I know how men are.
Okay, so she wants respect from a man. We all know she's not giving respect, right? But is she trying to say that if a man tells her that he cheated, that's respect? Wouldn't it be disrespectful for somebody to cheat on you? So I guess she's saying she's okay with the cheating just as long as you say it. As long as you let her know, it's cool.
So it's like, I'm just thinking to myself, and I told him, I'm like, as long as you keep it a buck with me, so I can make the decision if I want to keep you, if I want to actually keep doing things with you, and I know that you've done this, this, and this, as long as you come to me and you tell me you keep it real with me, that is the most important thing. If you're gonna lie, steal, and cheat and kill and all that extra shit, baby, go on somewhere, because I am not your mama. I'm not your mama. I'm not your mama, and you don't need to lie to me, okay? I'm not the police, I'm not your mama, I'm not your probation officer, I'm none of the things. I'm your partner. I'm the person that you spend the rest of your life with. So if you cannot keep it real with me, nigga, who the can you keep it real with? Not the person. So, okay, so anyway.
Now, one thing I definitely agree with is if the person that you're with does cheat, they should be able to tell you, let you know what happened, what they did. And yes, you will be able to choose if you want to work it out with them or if you want to leave.
When my homegirl was telling me her story, I was just like, she's younger than me. And I get it. You know, people feel how they feel, and I don't think that's wrong. If a woman leaves a man because he cheats on her, girl, I'm all for that too. Okay? Because cheating very well could be unforgivable. If you don't accept it, you don't accept it. I think with me, I have just given up on the fairy tale bullshit. Like, oh, a man's gonna be faithful to me forever and always. I don't know if I believe it. I think I'd rather live in the real world. Good night, Kayla. I think I'd rather live in the real world and be like, well, he might fuck up. But understand, if you fuck up, there's consequences to that, period.
Honestly, I believe Liv is a cheater. She was cheating when she was with Jerrod. She got with Zolo, and she was seeing somebody else when she was with him. Honestly, I think this is just who she is. So maybe it's good that she's accepting that that's what's going to happen in her relationships.
What's your view on poly? I wouldn't do poly. I wouldn't do that. No. Because I don't like to share like that. Like, I don't want to, like, And plus, I'm not really into females. I'm not into women like that. I said, I think it's more about respect more than anything with me now. And it's like, as long as you respect me, we're good. We will have no problems. That's how you show you love me, you respect me. And one of those ways is being honest, like 100% honest. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear no lies. The moment you lie to me, I'm gonna start looking at you sideways. Like,
it's very interesting how Liv wants a partner that will not lie to her, but she's the one that is always lying about everything. I mean, when you have to get on here and even lie about who your children's fathers are, you lie about a man harming you physically, but then you also want us to believe that you slept with him recently. Her whole pregnancy with AJ was a lie, but she wants an honest partner. I don't think she's gonna get that.
you lie? Ew, what you lying for? We grown. What are you lying for? You grown-ass man? Ew, and that's the main thing that is just so icky about my ex. He is such a fucking liar. And then when he gets caught up in his lies, look what he does.
Now let's think about it. Jerrod, he probably is a liar. He probably does lie. We don't know much about what's really going on over there, but from what we see, he's a great father. Jerrod even admitted one time in a live where he said he had 3 kids with her and maybe there's something wrong with him too. Continuing to have children with a woman who you know is out there with multiple other men? Yeah, there might be something going on there.
Ew. He is the worst of the worst. Oh my God, baby. She got herself a winner chicken dinner, honey. Yes, studs cheat more than men. Ooh, wee, honey. Really? I would think women would be more understanding. But women are freakier than men. I've realized that. Mommy issues. Girl, I don't know what them issues are. That's, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's gonna come out one day. He's a nutcase. He is crazy. He is crazy. And you guys, if I end up, he did it. He did it. And he already knows it. That's why he gonna do it. Because they're gonna go straight to him. He gonna get caught up quicker than, okay.
Once again, Liv references that Jerrod might unalive her. And if she ever turns up not living anymore, it will be him that did it. She even said that the police would go to him first. You know, Jerrod once told us that Liv was in the bathroom with some kitchen knives. Don't know exactly what she was doing in there with those, but I guess it's believed that Liv wanted to unalive herself. But honestly, I think Liv has found a way to manipulate people. And I think that was just one of those times.
Man, it's Looney Tunes. For real, for real. Anyway, I'm not gonna try to talk about his black ass. Fucking weirdo. They're just as bad as men. Look, y'all, I think if you have an honest man who loves you, I think you have a winner. You know? I think you have the right person for you. As long as he's honest, I don't know, and I don't care what you guys accept or don't accept in your relationship, that's your relationship. But as long as he keeps it a buck, We did, you know, because people be out here catching gonorrhea, taking it back to their partners. Okay. Fuck that tea. Okay. Gonorrhea, honey. I ain't never had no gonorrhea. I ain't never had nothing. Talking about I had. What they say I had? Baby bye. So sure. Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
So of course now Liv is referencing somebody that she was with who brought gonorrhea back to their partner, their current partner. And clearly I'm guessing she's talking about Jerrod and Nisha. Sounds like she's saying that Jerrod cheated on Nisha with somebody and brought back an STD. But this is the same man she wants us to believe she had an affair with. How can you down somebody so bad, but then you're sleeping with them behind the scenes?
He got gonorrhea from a white girl. Ew, I'm so disgusting, and I was fucking with him. That's so disgusting. He said green goo was coming out his pee hole. That's what he told me. That's why I'm saying, like, the fact that he's doing this to me. I'm like, bro, we were just talking about your pee hole, bro, like a couple months ago. Oh my God. He said he didn't fuck on that lady for like 2 weeks, and he went and got that medicine. I'm telling all your business now, nigga, I don't give a fuck. He went and got that medicine, and then it cleared up within like, and he just said he didn't fuck on her for like 2 weeks. I'm like, man, I wish ooh, I should have recorded so much more. I swear that was my face. I was like, from a white girl that you just met? Ooh, you fucking on anything. Ew, when I let him fuck. Oh, God, I'm so disgusted. Anyway, okay, next topic. Let's talk about something else. Change the topic, girl. Change the topic. Please.
So that's the story that Liv is sticking with. Her and Jerrod talked about him having gonorrhea and getting it from a white woman, but she kept sleeping with him too. And people in the comments were talking about studs who cheat, so Liv is the one that continues to bring up Jerrod. Nobody else.
That's nasty. Girl, but he a liar. He a liar, honey. That lady didn't know nothing about that. Well, now you do, baby. I'm a girl's girl, honey. I'm gonna tell you everything.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Being a girl's girl to Liv means sleeping with your husband but letting you know? Being a girl's girl is getting with your man behind your back and then spreading this information online? I don't think Liv understands what it means to be a girl's girl.
You the conniving ass, disgusting ass bitch that would never tell me nothing, but I'm gonna tell you. You nigga got gonorrhea from a white girl. You think I'm the problem, bitch. Huh. Shit. You got bigger fish to fry. Okay? That's all I gotta say. These motherfuckers think I'm the problem. Bitch, why don't you check his old girlfriend in the Dominican Republic? Check her first. Okay? He said that's his girlfriend, y'all. He called that girl his girlfriend. I'm talking about Amy, okay? Ooh. And I'm the fucking problem. Okay. Okay, girl.
Okay, so now Jerrod has a girlfriend in the Dominican Republic. So all this information Liv found out from Jerrod, right? And she still decides to sleep with him, act like they're together, sneak around, get pictures, I guess a video. You're finding out that your ex-husband that is now married to somebody else has all these other women. He had gonorrhea, and you still lay down with him? Now, I'm not saying Liv wouldn't do it, but the story just sounds so crazy.
You guys, let me tell you what Joey said to me. He's so cute. We were talking about like stuff, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, isn't it crazy? Like you have, because he was like, damn, all my baby mamas are fine. And you know what? I'm a real ass bitch, honey. You want to call one of your baby mamas fine? She probably is fine. Period. I am so for a man bigging up his baby mamas, because those are the mother of his kids. Like, if the time ever comes where I meet his baby mamas, like, I'm gonna be so sweet. I'm gonna be like the coolest bitch. Like, ew, all this disrespecting baby mamas, and girl, I would never. Okay, ugh. But anyway, he was like, I got the finest baby mamas, and I'm like, period. I know. He's like, and then we were talking about whatever. I said, yeah, you have this, maybe this many baby mamas, and I was like, and I have 3 baby daddies. He's like, girl, you got 2 baby daddies. Why are you doing da da da? And I'm like, oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Like, he's so.
Now this part really confused me. Ever since AJ was born, supposedly Casper is what I like to call him. But Casper, aka Joey, was around. He was the one being a father to AJ. After she had Kailani, Joey was supposedly still around and sending her money for both AJ and Kailani. So for Liv to get excited that Joey is saying that AJ is his son, why would you be so excited about that when that's exactly what was happening when he was first born, right? She told us that Joey was in the hospital room with her when she had AJ. Didn't she say that? But then she also told us that Joey met AJ after he was born. Regardless, this man was around for some years, right? And he's always looked at AJ as his son. So why would it make her so excited to hear that he says, no, you have two, you have me, I'm the father of AJ and Kalani? It just seems really weird to me.
Sweet. Oh my god, he's so cute. Anyway, I don't know if you guys caught that, but let me know if you did. Anyway, he sent me the money for all this stuff, and he said when he gets here, we're gonna go get AJ some more shoes.
Now let's listen. She said that this man Joey sent her money to buy AJ clothes. So you mean to tell me you're homeless in Florida, you can't get any money from him, you're getting money from your supporters, but when you go back to Texas in your apartment, now Joey is sending you money? Can we please explain that? Why couldn't Joey send you money so you weren't homeless in Florida? Did he not care about you, AJ, or Kalani when you were in Florida? Or now Joey only cares about you when you're in Texas? And I guess now Joey is coming to live with her again. This man is not real.
So yeah. Okay. There's like a Nike outlet around me. So I'll probably get him like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes from over there. You got bigger infections to watch out for, girl. Well, that's what I'm saying. Let people do what they do. They'll find out the hard way. He's saying he's AJ's daddy. Girl, that's what I'm saying. He's so sweet. Like, he's so sweet. And I was like, I'm not trying. He's like, why are you even counting that nigga? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, because I don't know. Like, I don't want to put all that on him. Like, how can I just be like, yeah, like, just put all that? That's responsibility.
Y'all do remember how Liv was on here before she made that video about Zolo being the father? She was on here claiming that AJ's father was Joey, that both children had the same father. But now she's saying, oh, I don't want to put that responsibility on him. What are you talking about? She had Joey call on that one video and pretend that he was the father of both children. We heard this man's voice acting like that was his son. Now it's a different story. Now she doesn't want him to take that responsibility. But she will take his money to go buy him some clothes. None of this makes any sense.
You know, and I don't want, like, just to be like, yeah, like, you know. But he was like, I don't mind. Like, he said this. He's like, I knew AJ before I knew Kailani. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, he used to sleep on my chest, Olivia. I was like, oh, it's true. AJ did. And you guys, it was so sweet. Like, when we were first together, this is when I knew, like, I was like, oh yeah, I could be with him, like, for real. Because he left for work one day, and AJ and I were still sleeping, and he kissed me on the forehead, and he kissed AJ on the forehead. I was like, oh, he really does care about him. AJ was like a baby. Baby. But he knew even from that point, like, AJ didn't have anybody, so it's just so sweet.
Y'all gotta let me know what you think about the situation. Liv really got on here and said that Jerrod had gonorrhea. She said he got it from a white woman. She also said that her man is coming to live with her. I guess that's Joey. She's acting like she doesn't want to say that that is his son now, even though for years that's what she wanted the internet to believe. And she even made this random man call and act like he was the father. She would get mad when people would catch her in a lie, especially when she would say that Kalani has a big sister, but she would never say that AJ does. Do you think Casper will go and live with Liv now? I don't think Casper is real. But y'all gotta let me know what you think about this situation. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you in the next one.